Hi everyone, I'm Ramit Batra. I'm a wedding photographer from New Delhi, and what I have here is something very special, something that Nikon fans will rejoice looking at. It's been a long wait, but here we finally have it, the Nikon ZFC camera. Let's get the unboxing over with, and we are going to look at the usual stuff after that. So we have the service warranty of the lens, the user manual. Oh, look at this. Such a nice, shiny new toy. 28 mm 2.8 Z lens. We have the battery. Now, this is the EN-EL25, the same battery that Z50 uses. A Nikon Z camera strap. The wall charger. And finally, we have this beautiful Nikon ZFC camera. Look at this. It's a very retro feel to it. I'm going to push all of this aside. Look at this camera. It's like an old school film camera in a digital body. I love the retro feel to this tiny camera. It reminds me of the Nikon DF and the original film camera, the FM2. If you look at the spec sheet of this tiny little camera, it's actually a very modern workhorse. It has a 20.9 megapixel DX CMOS sensor and an XSpeed 6 processor. It has eye detection AF, just like the big boys, the Z6 or the Z7 IIs. We can push the ISO to 51,200. It has 20 creative picture controls for awesome straight out of camera photos. It supports burst shooting up to 11 FPS with full autofocus and 9 FPS with 14-bit RAW. It captures oversampled ultra high definition 4K video at up to 30 frames using the sensor's full width. It also has 120 FPS slow mo at full HD. A fully articulating 1.04 megadot 3-inch rear touchscreen, which is great for vloggers and the self portrait mode. A top of the line 2.36 megadot OLED viewfinder. It weighs less than 500 grams with the lens. The size is just about 5 by 4 inches. It has solid aluminum dials with numbers etched on metal. Separate controls for shutter speed, ISO, and exposure compensation. It can be used as a webcam for live streaming using the Nikon webcam utility and a USB-C type cable. It has a magnesium alloy body. And finally, I saved the best for last. The biggest and the most awesome feature, the ZFC has a Z mount, which means that we can use all our professional Z lenses on this compact retro camera. Isn't that awesome? The Nikon ZFC currently ships in three options: body only. The second option is with the ZDX 1650 3.5 6.3 VR lens. The one that I have picked up is the Z28 2.8 SE, or the special edition. The 28 lens performs like a 42 equivalent lens on the ZFC, but on a Z6 II camera, it can be used as a 28 2.8 pancake lens. It is super lightweight and allows focus as close as 19 centimeters and has a very creamy bokeh. This is possibly the first non S line Z lens that I now own, and the tech sheet is quite impressive as well. It has focus breathing suppression, which is great for video, and it has two focus groups, which allow a faster focus than a regular Z prime lens. The best thing, it has a customizable control ring which can be used to control EV, ISO, or like the old school cameras, aperture. Enough said about the camera and lens. I am in love with the looks and features of it. And I can't tell you how happy it makes me holding this camera in my hand. So now it's time to try it out at a photo shoot.
We're doing a test shoot with the ZFC and the 28 2.8 lens, and we have our wonderful model Divya here, and it's a beautiful sunset happening. I can move the screen in all 360 degrees. I can go really close to the ground and look at this. Love the angles that I'm able to get. So after having done this quick shoot with the new Nikon ZFC, all I can say is that I'm super impressed. The IAF was spot on, and the sharpness and the colors rendered in the native JPEGs were really awesome. I think this camera falls between the Z50 and the Z5. Somebody who wants to start their mirrorless journey, this is a great retro-looking camera which they would want to take to all their shoots. And somebody like me, who's a professional, who's using a Z6 II, I think this becomes a great second camera, which again I would sort of like to take with me all throughout. The biggest advantage that I see right now is the Z mount, which allows me to use all my other Z lenses which I've acquired over the years. I'm really excited to take this to professional shoots and share the photos and films that we create from this camera. So until then, stay safe and do connect with us on our social channels for any questions and queries that you have. Thank you.